Yeah, this time. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our another edition of our monthly webinar presented to you by GitHub Campus Community, University of Ibadan. Thank you all for joining, and I'm very sure we are aware of our topic of discussion today, which is based on technical writing, different opportunities that we have in technical writing, and how to navigate, how to get started, and how to go about it. So, and then you already have our speaker here. She's an experienced person. She's a software engineer, a technical writer. Like in fact, she's just like an amazing person. So we are all going to gain a lot from our session today. So without wasting much of our time, I'm just going to do a quick introduction about our speaker, and then we are now going to get started. So yeah, our speaker is here. Her name is Ubaida Abdulwasil, and then she's a software engineer. She has worked in different organizations as a software engineer. She does backend majorly, and she's also a technical writer. And she has mentored me personally in this technical writing thing. Yeah, so I'm very sure we're all going to like gain one or two things from our session today. So technical writing is a very wide field. I'm very sure she's going to like take us through all we need to know about technical writing, how we can get started, how we can be career paths, and how we can also like earn from technical writing as well. So without wasting much of our time, I'm just going to give our speaker the floor so that she can get started. So our speaker, over to you. Thank you for coming.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining. Thank you, GitHub community, for the invitation and the introduction. So, without wasting much of our time, because I'm aware Google Meet gives like free 1 hour if it's not the premium account. So, I'll just get started with the presentation so we could finish faster. So, we can finish faster. So, basically, what we'll be discussing today is technical writing, like technical writing, how you can get started, and the opportunities in being a writer, like writing articles. So, um, Iomi, Abdurrahim has introduced me already. I've been building software programs for 2 years plus now, and I also write and document technical concepts in form of blog posts. I'm also committed to learning every day, year in, year out. So I'm committed to like being open-minded to learning and being committed to it. So the first aspect of my presentation is to introduce what technical writing is and the various forms in which technical writing can come in. So for the people here, are some of you like programmers or anything? Are you designers? Are you like you could just like put it in the comment box that what do you do? Are you a programmer? Do you write codes, or are you a maybe product manager, or are you like just what do you do around in tech generally? Can just put it in the comment box, like what you do in tech. I'll be going through it. So, oh, okay, someone just replied that they do web dev. That's nice. Another person replied that they are a product designer. That's nice. Someone said I'm a front end engineer. That's nice. Okay, so why others engage. So I'll just like let me just explain the so for every one of you here, okay, some here are software engineers, some here are product designers, some here. So you can all write articles. You can all write on whatever you are doing and share it in form of blogs. So I'll go to the next. So what is technical writing? So technical writing is like a process of developing and managing written information about a specific subject in technology. So it's not just writing. You have to manage whatever you write because sometimes you may write a blog on, let's say, how to do this particular thing, and you realize that it's already outdated, or you've already like done some updates to maybe the documentation of what you wrote. So you have to come in managing what you've written. That is this thing in line with what the current trend is. This information still relevant this particular year? So that's the aspect of managing the content. You want to write some for some companies, and they'll be like they want people that can update their previous articles, like not like they want new articles, they want updates to their previous articles because their product has gone through some major updates and the current content they have on it is outdated. So they need to manage and re-update the content. So aside the process of developing that information, you need to be able to manage it too. So you develop about a specific subject in technology, whatever area of technology that requires guidance, instructions, explanation, or analysis in order for readers to relate to it or interact with the subject. It can be okay. Some people say they can't see my screen.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
Let me reshare. I'm coming.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't. So, like, have you been seeing my screen before? Okay,
Not at all.
okay. Oh, so sorry about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you see my screen now? Can you see
Yeah, it's yeah. I can see it now.
All
It's
right.
visible now. Okay.
So, as I was saying, I said technical writing is the process of developing. I'm coming. So minutes. Can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, we can. I'm very sure. Yeah,
So,
I can see it from my end. Yeah, yeah.
okay. So I said technical writing is the process of developing and managing information about a particular subject in tech. So that requires guidance. You know, sometimes most people don't really have much information when they are interacting with a new software. Okay, for example, I won't go in the aspect of being a software engineer. Let me go in the aspect of being a maybe a product designer. So, you know, when you're on your Figma designing a product or anything, there are some there are probably some aspect of that Figma that you are well versed in. Like maybe you want to maybe design an icon and there's a particular way to go about it on Figma. For someone that is maybe developing web app, they probably don't know that information that oh, this is how to design an icon in Figma. But imagine there is a content out there maybe you see even Figma itself have documentation on how you can like go about their products and use it. So is an information people used to write to give guidance and instructions or explanation so that people that are interacting with a particular technology can be able to relate or interact with it effectively. So the goal of technical writing is to like break down concepts and guide people to be able to interact with any aspect of tech. It can be, oh, you want people to learn this particular thing in Python, so I'm writing about it so people can better understand it through your content. So that's like the major goal of technical writing. Can you still see my screen?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
So various forms of technical writing. So we have the API slash end user documentation. So this is like a form of documentation for especially for software engineers that do the back end of products. So they document the endpoint they build, the application programming interface so that the front end people can be able to understand what the endpoint does and integrate it into developing the app. So for QA solutions, it can be on, oh, you're testing an app and all of that. So you want to like document a form of write-up for the product to ensure that it is properly aligned. So it can be how to guides and tutorial. It can be like, okay, how to navigate Figma board, how to manage people, how to manage team in Google Meet or something. It can be how to build a web app in React, how to do anything. So another form of technical writing is the product requirement document. So like you're trying to build a new product now and you want to like document what the product requires. Okay, you need a sign up page, a login page, and all of that. So those are a form of is a form of technical writing. So and it's mostly done by the product managers because you have to like write a comprehensive document on the PRD of that product. Like what do they want to be in that product and all of that. So your research papers and reports are a form of technical writing. You write an abstract, you write a manuscript of a research paper and all of that is a form of technical writing too, because you are breaking down a subject so that people can interact or relate with it more. There are also white papers and review papers. So those are like various forms of technical writing. So why is technical writing essential? What are the benefits? Let's get right into it. So first is that it's a very lucrative and highly paid skills, especially in the United States. So this is like an estimated pay of a technical writer. And people I know people that get these jobs even while being in Nigeria and they earn this much being a technical writer. And people also freelance on technical writing and they earn a lot like through technical writing. I've written articles that like some so you see people write articles and they are getting paid for like $500 per one article, $800, $300 per one article. Like it's a very lucrative and highly paid skills because if there are no technical writers, most of us we will not even be able to develop most have because most of the times you want to interact with a new product and all of that is what technical writers have written on it that guides you that make you be able to access it very well. So it is a very lucrative and highly paid skills. So the benefits for the audience, it helps audience to be able to understand concepts. I've used articles a lot to understand new concepts in programming, new concepts in tech. So it also serves as a reference for me to probably understand the topic very well. And how does it benefit the writer? It helps the writer to research well. If you write articles more, you get better in research and all of that. It also help you to develop stronger communication skills and also create a professional outlook for you as as a writer. So and also it give you opportunities because sometimes if companies see that oh she does she has like a writing portfolio, they even like want to like, interact with you more because they realize oh for her to be able to write about it, that means she'll actually understand this concept and it actually makes the concept stick to you better because you've written about it and all of that. So it's sticking with you. If you're asked in an interview, you'll be able to break it down well because it is something you've researched about, something you've written about, something you've shared the knowledge to others that they've benefited from. So that is like benefit of technical writing. So how do you want to get started? Oh, you want to write technical articles. So in the aspect of actual tech, if you are the programming type, the first step is what? You want to know how to program, how to write a language, whether it is Python or JavaScript, whether it is front end you want to dive into or anything. You need to like learn a language. And if you want to do other aspect of technical writing, because there's another aspect of technical writing that is UX writing. Those ones are for product design and so that's an aspect of technical writing too. So and there's another aspect that is research writing or other aspect of writing. So you need to then you go to popular tech blog sites like DevTo, Ashnode, Medium, write on it like, oh, I learned how to build a calculator in Python. And I want to write on it to guide other beginners that have started learning Python so on how to build a calculator. Then you break it down, write on it. One of the fastest way to become a better writer is to read other people's writing. Check this blog. There are a lot of technical articles there. You could read how others are, the tone they are using, copy it at first before you find your own. Imitate, copy their tone. How are they breaking down this concept and all of that? Then, as you learn through others, you'll be able to like find your tone and blend with it. So you have to read a lot. When I used to write actively, I read a lot of other people's write up too. I read what they do, read on them before I start like developing mine and write my own. Because it's through them I was able to like find a niche and also write way better. Because if you think your standard is writing, you see a lot of more better technical write-ups. You'll be like, wow, people actually take their time to write this article. So you need to read a lot of technical write-ups to be a better technical writer. Then you join communities of technical writers. Like there is Arc there is Write the Docs, and these communities are there for you to keep motivated. I think Arc even do like a writing challenge, by weekly writing challenge. I once joined when you write at least one technical articles every 2 weeks, and they give you a prize or something. So those are one of the ways to like stay motivated in technical writing. So what challenges can you face in technical writing? So there can be grammar challenge. Maybe your use of grammar is not correct. So that's where grammar tools come in, like Grammarly, means way. So you need this grammar or writers.com. So these grammar tools, you use them to check your grammar well to ensure that they are correct. There's also the aspect of plagiarism, especially when you get to the point where you want to start earning. I once wrote an article for a client and they were really keen on plagiarism and AI. So I actually avoided that. And by the time I was doing my article, it was 100% no AI and plagiarism. So you have to ensure you are using these tools online to ensure that you are not the article is not plagiarized, because it leads to clients not trusting your content because they feel, oh, you need to like pick it up from somewhere and you're not actually giving them something new. So insufficient information too is one of the challenges you can face as a technical writer. So you have to ensure you do thorough research on whatever subjects you're trying to write on, so that you not misinform so that you not misinform people, because your article is public, is everywhere, so people can literally pick it up from anywhere, and you don't want to put information that will be detrimental to them. So also you can write article that there will not be a form of engagement, will not be like the boredom will just be there. So you have to work well on writing engaging content that people will relate with and be willing, and they will be able to learn from. So there's also an aspect where you can have like low engagement. So that's where you can improve your search engine optimization. There are different tools you can use to improve that, to ensure that you are putting keywords that when people search that I need help on understanding loops in Python, your article will come up so you can get more engagement and traffic on it. Can anyone confirm yes they can hear me and they can see my screen?
I hear you and I can see your screen.
Thank you for that. So moving on, I want to talk about like various tools you can use for writing. So for blogs, you're looking for a place to like share your article. You can use DevTo, you can use Ashnote, you can use Medium, you can use what you can even use LinkedIn. I used to have a friend that you write all his articles, like you try write it on LinkedIn. He doesn't write anywhere else. He just learn a concept, put it on LinkedIn, learn a concept, and through all his writings on LinkedIn, he finally like got a role through that LinkedIn. So you can even if you know you don't want to be, but though I still like prefer blogs, like having your own personal blog. You can use actual dev to, you can also like leverage LinkedIn if you don't want to write in something cumbersome. It can be something as simple as I implemented this particular API today and I wanted to just share, and you're putting it on LinkedIn. It's a form of technical writing too. So another thing is you want to like ensure your grammar is right. You use tools like Grammarly, Qboots, Emway, Writer. So those are like tools you can use to ensure that your grammar is correct. So for research, there is Google there to like do thorough research. Stack Overflow is there. There are a lot of codes and debugging solutions on Stack Overflow that you can research on. Some people even used to write articles on Stack Overflow on particular subject matters. Then ChatGPT, even though I do not advise like using ChatGPT in literal sense to develop articles, you can use it to generate ideas on what to write about. If you're on like a writer block, you are stuck, you don't know what to write, you can use ChatGPT to ginger yourself then you do your research too, and because sometimes ChatGPT can be wrong, so you have to ensure that what ChatGPT is giving you is correct, that you're testing the code and all of that to ensure it is right. So for writing, how do you write? You can use Google Docs to write. You can use Dropbox paper to write. You can use Notion to write. You can use MS Word to write. You can even use Visual Studio Code to write. So those are like tools you can use to like write. Then if you want to illustrate, like, because one of the ways to write engaging content is by putting in pictures, illustrations, designs, and all of that. So tools you can use for that, you can use Undraw. I use Undraw a lot, even in crafting my presentation. Some of the illustrations I have in this presentation now is from Undraw. And I use Escali when I was actively writing technical arts. I use Escali Draw to a whole lot to like draw things, like make diagrams and all of that. So you can use these tools. I use Canva a lot, too, a whole lot too, to maybe like generate to make images for my article. Like if I want to write a particular article now, like I have this blog now, so most of the background images you see on this article now, I use Canva to make them. So those are like tools you can use to write your article. Let me find an article that I used. Um, I think I used um on Escali Draw to make some of the illustration. I'm coming. Where I said I use Escali Draw to make some of the illustration. It is still there. Yeah, I'm not sure. Okay, I don't think it is that. Okay. I'm not sure it is that. When I find it, so I won't waste time. Oh, I'm looking for that. So these are like, and for your search engine optimization, you can use tools like Fraser, SEMrush, suggest to improve the SEO of your article, because you don't want to search your articles online and you do not find them. So you want to ensure that your articles are actually accessible and people can search up keywords and find your article online. So some tips for starting out to write an article is, first, you need to start with an outline. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, we are very sorry. Yeah.
It's fine. So like his first thing, you want to start with an outline. Okay, you want to write this article. This is the outline of the article and all of that. So you need to start with an outline first thing first. This is what you want to write about. Even when you want to propose to companies to write for them, one of the things they'll first ask you that give us an outline. So you want to ensure that you have that in place. You need to have an outline. So the second step is you need to discover your writing style. And at first, it might not be easy to like find the writing style. That's why I said you have to read a lot of articles too, so you can imitate. And as you go on, you find your own style too. Then use infographics, like if it is tables, if it is graphs, if it is visuals, illustration. Use it so that it can be more interactive. Then use code snippets. When you're writing code in your article, don't just write it the way it is. Use snippets. Like you can use some of, if you have like codes that are very big, you can use something like GitHub Gist Markdown to like put them in. Then reference link. If you have like a term that you're not trying to explain, but the term is not something your readers will easily understand. Ensure you like include links to those references so that people can relate to them when they want to access it. Then use grammar tools as I've said before, and also use SEO tools to optimize your content so that when people search for topic areas around that, your content will come up. So now, opportunities in technical writing, how do you earn when you've mastered how to write very well? So one of the ways to earn is through freelancing. So though I've not tried out freelancing in terms of using freelancing platforms, Upwork, Fiverr, and the rest, what I mostly do is send proposals to companies, could email them and send proposal to them, tell them that I can do this and these are my previous article. And so that's how it has been working for me most likely. And that's where this number two comes in, this community writer program. So, so let me open the link to this. So what I do is I go through this GitHub site, these community writer programs. So they have a list of paid writer programs. This is their main website, whopayswriters.com. But I think it's a bit down now. So let's just use the GitHub. So they have a list of, can you see? These are a lot of companies. They have a lot of companies there that pays writers. So I just go through them. See, yeah, this one now they pay $100 per articles. This one pays $200. This one pays $900. This one pays $300. So you see different companies and the amount they pay for the articles. So I can just I'll check what do they want me to write about, because most of them require you to write different things. For people that are into maybe mobile app development, this company require you to write things on mobile app, Java, and the rest. Let me check for them. Okay, I think they've changed the link to this. So I'll look for so these are I'll look for this. Let me see one. So this now, so how do this this is a company now. They said if you want to write for them, first is you have to submit your idea. So if you want to write a guide now, you submit your idea, you start writing, then you get paid. So what do they want you to write about? They want you to write about their product. So sometimes when you want to write for companies that require you to write their product, you have to interact with their product first. Like try and use it, see how it works, then develop something to write about. So now if you want to get started, you first sign up. They want you to sign up and use their product first before you start submitting like a guide for them. So this is one example of a company now. So there are a lot of companies on this GitHub that pays writers. There's another company, some of them will give you topic and some they want you to like give them your own idea of what you want to write. So you have to like check their product, interact with it, and come up with an idea on what to write. So someone like Strappy now. I think will Strappy used to have like ideas on their GitHub that you could just pick up one and write for them. Okay, let me check their GitHub for you so you can see. So this is their GitHub. So they used to have, I think, issues or so. So now, can you see these articles? Anyway, you see, they have different articles. Yeah, now someone has started writing this one. So if you see this tag of looking for author, that means they're looking for someone to write on it. So you submit your outline or proposal to them. So these are articles they found people to write about and all of that. So sometimes they'll be the one that will put it out there that they need authors to write for them, and you can just filter based on looking for authors for the ones that they do not have. Okay, currently I think they have all the articles. They don't really have a new. They're not accepting articles at this time. So you can check from time to time on if they are looking for authors for their articles. So some people, but some they want you to apply through their website. Another thing is if you do not like get access to um like maybe opportunities in this you can also like search for yourself. Those are things I used to do. So I could like set write for us program, write for us program. And can you see so many companies are coming up? Technical writer program, write for us, write for us. Can you see? Can you guys see? So I can just click on anyone and check, okay, what do they need? What do they need? Tech in fly write for us. So guest posts, what are they looking for? What kind of benefit? Can you see? So those are another way of like getting opportunities for yourself. This one, okay, for semaphore now. Write with semaphore. How to this one they want you to apply by maybe writing a proposal or something. So the title of the article, can you see? Can you see? Can you guys see? So yeah, now they need you to write an outline. You have to propose an article to them. And how do you go about proposing? Proposing means you have to like check their products, you interact with you do your own research to like interact with their check what they do, interact and be like, oh, semaphore deals with testing. I could write on testing or a cloud product for them. Then I'll propose the article to them and all of that. So this is another way of getting opportunities for yourself and not waiting for the opportunities to come to you. So this is another website, Write for Us. This one's they are looking for people to write for them. So and you check because some of them don't pay. So you have to look if you are in case you're looking for a paid opportunities, you have to ensure you see the benefits of why you want to be a writer for them. So we compensate well. This one said, but you know, some people won't put the amount they pay. Why some you see they so what some of them will give you ideas of the kind of content they want. Some can give you that they want content around now. They need content around open telemetry in a specific language. So when you are submitting your draft for them, you have to ensure that the content aligns with that. Another thing is also to get opportunities that you can apply for content agency like draft.dev. So draft.dev is a technical content agency. So I think there is a part where you can like apply to be one of their writers. It should be on their website. I can't find it right now. But you could book you could you could apply to be their writer, one of their writers. Most of the time they look for writers in different place. So I can't find that right now. So you could maybe do your research after on how to be the writer. Another content agency is Codeless. So those ones too, they are a content agency that they have clients already that they write for. So they just outsource writers and give them money based on the articles they write. And they pay based on like the amount of words. I think the last that those time I was writing an article for them, I got like I think $160 or so. That was last year though on one of the articles. So you could come to them though but writing for them means that they're not giving you credit though. Not like some articles where you write and your name will be there, you're the one that wrote it. Them, they're not giving you credit that you're the one that wrote it. It's more of like a ghost writing kind of rule. So that's that about them too. So please can you confirm you're still with me?
Yeah, I see you. You can see us.
Thank you. So another way of earning in technical writing is through open source programs like Google Season of Docs. It's a very competitive program where you can have like a good proposal and all of that, you could get in. So Season of Docs means that a lot of companies will apply to Google that they need improvements in their in their documentation. So open source organization will propose. Then you, as a technical writer, so you go and propose. So you pick an organization that you want to like work with their documentation. You pick it. You learn about their open source, you learn about their technologies, and you propose to them. And if the organization pick you, then it's more like an internship kind of thing. Then you work with them through that internship, and they'll pay you at the end of the internship. So that's how the season of dogs. That's how the Google season of dogs. That's how it works. Then you can also do tech blogging. People blog and earn from their blogs. I know some people that they blog and they implement maybe ads on their blog where as people read, as the more traffic they get on that blog, they get money. Then you can also do content marketing. Akmamba does that where they will bring an hackathon where you interact with a particular product and develop an article on it and you win. I think I did last year and I think I took third place and yeah, so that's that about that. You can also have already mentioned the content agencies. So he has some resources to help you get started. There's Google Technical Writing course. So like I've listed some of these resources that can help you to get started. And the thing is that even if you take course from now to today, if you do not actually write, you will not get better at it. So you have to write and read other articles for you to actually get better at it. So thank you for listening. Any questions? I'll be opening the floor to that now. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much for this amazing session. I really learned a lot, and I'm very sure everyone on this call has also learned one or two things from this session. Thank you so much again for this presentation. So now we have a few minutes left, and I'm very sure we have one or two questions I want to ask our speaker. So the floor is now open. We can just like signify by raising up our hands. So I'll be calling us one after the other, so you can quickly take our questions and then we can round up the session. We have just like 12 minutes left. So the floor is now open for questions. Yeah, we can just unmute ourselves and then just ask our question. Yeah.
For me, I don't. Good afternoon, everybody. Can
Yeah,
you
good
hear me?
afternoon.
Good
Yeah,
afternoon. My own,
okay.
I don't really have a question. I just want to appreciate her because she has really given us something good. So I just want to appreciate her. That thank you very much for this talk. It has actually put me through a lot of insights. Like it has given me a lot of insights on how to get more exposed to technical writing. So thank you very much. So that's all.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, Prosper,
You're
we can
welcome. Thank you too for the feedback. I'm glad I was able to impact on you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma'am. My question is, I always feel guilty when I'm writing. I always feel guilty when using AI to refine my writing. After I'm done writing, I use AI, and I'm thinking, am I improving my skills by using AI, or I should use the native method of just writing and posting? So, in summary, what my question is using AI good in writing? Is it a good thing to use AI in writing technical articles?
Okay, so if you are submitting that article to a company or you're writing for a company, I will not advise you to use AI because I've had situation where people write article and they use AI and the company will reject it for them back. They don't want because it was AI everything. So what you can do is that you can use AI to remove your writer block, like have generate ideas on how you want your writing to go and but do not write like literally with AI and submit, especially if it is a paid article because the companies too, they do not want if they need they wanted paid content, they won't pay you to write for them. They will just go to AI and do their and prompt it to give them the content they want. But they want authentic articles. So if you're writing for organization or companies, I'll not advise you to use AI. You can use AI for research, to give you ideas, to give you headway, but do not pick everything AI write for you literally for them because if they generate that That's like a dent on you. And some of the time, the companies will not even pay you. They just return your article back for you that they do not want. So you should just be extra careful of that and try to actually write the articles. But you can use AI for ideas, headway, to improve your writing, but not to like literally write the entire article and submit.
Okay, a follow-up question is if I've written it, written it generally, just writing on my keyboard, and I just needed to refine the text, maybe ensure proper flow, ensure the blocks, ensure the headings. Is it proper to do that, or will I be rejected for that as well?
The thing is that if you use it to refine everything and you submit it that way, if they use AI detector, you can try and detect it yourself if AI is there. If it doesn't show AI, then you can probably just submit. But if you use AI detector and it's showing that it's AI written, I will not advise you to like submit that kind of article. After you can use it to refine, then you can place your own article and the refined article side by side and be taking things from the refined article into your own article. Not like you just copy and paste. That's what I do, especially if I'm putting out applications or even aside from technical articles, even applications, essay and all that. I know some application essays they are very wary of AI stuff. So I can use AI to refine my content, but I won't be putting what AI gave me into my I won't be submitting what AI gave me. I'll put what AI gave me at a side and what I have at another side. Then I'll be using what is in the AI one to improve what I have myself. Not like I'll just put what AI gave me literally. Especially if it is something I'm submitting outside that people will actually sit down to review. People they are actually wary of those things because I even one of there was an application I did like, I think last month, and one of the reviewer like wrote a feedback on LinkedIn and he mentioned like one of the reason why most of the people did not like you notice that most people did not get the application because they were using AI to write their content. So you might think these people do not actually go through all these things, but they do. So you don't want to be giving them what AI gives you. You can use AI, put it one side, use it what AI give you, okay. Pick ideas from it and use it to refine your own article. But do not take it on a literal sense. Like don't take it literally as it gives you. So that's my own advice.
All right, thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you so much. Emmanuel, you can go on with your question. Okay, is there any other person that has a question? If you have a question, please you can just unmute yourself and ask your question. So for the presentation slides, I'm going to get and then share it with us on the group. So yeah. So you have a question, you can ask your question now. Okay, it seems we don't have any question anymore. So once again, I want to thank our speaker for coming and taking out of our time to speak to us today. We are very, me personally, I've learned a lot from tech. I'm also a technical writer, but I've been very lazy, and she has been my mentor since I started writing technical articles as well. So, thank you so much for coming, and we are going to be inviting you next
Is
time
that it?
on
I need
our
mentor. I need a mentor.
so, please, I want us to help us fill a form. So I'm going to be dropping the link in the comment section. And please, just like a feedback form, just it's going to take like 1 or 2 minutes to just fill, just to get our feedback from this session that we just had. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining. And I think we have someone that joined the call very early. I think the person's name is Fatia. I don't know if you have joined our WhatsApp community. Can you please just like signify there's a price for you. Yeah. So I'm going to drop the link in the comment section now. Please help us fill the link. Yeah. Just to get our feedback and to also know what you want us to discuss next. So yeah, I've dropped the link in the comment section. Please help us fill the link. It won't take more than 1 or 2 minutes to fill. So we are going to be calling off this call. We are going to be running everything up now, and we'll see us next year. And then we are going to be back with more amazing topics for this our virtual session. And also we're also going to be starting. We have lots of activities next year. We're going to be having several meetups. We're going to be having several learning activities and all next year. So thank you so much for joining the call, and see you again next year. So thank you to our speaker too. Thank you for joining. Thank you for taking out your time to speak to us today. It's indeed a pleasure. So if you want to follow our speaker on Twitter and all our Instagram handles, I'm going to drop the links on the group so that you can also check it out, and then you can probably, if you have some other question that you want to ask her, you can ask her. Yeah. So thank you all for joining, and see you next time.
I'm sorry. Please, what's the WhatsApp community link? I'm not part of the WhatsApp community. I just found this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will drop the link now. Once you click on this Google Form link, after filling the form, once you open the link, you are going to see the link to the WhatsApp group. You see there. So once you just click on the link and help us fill it. So as you are filling it, you are going to see the link to the WhatsApp community at the bottom. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, and it's been a pleasure to be here this afternoon. So thank you all, and have a nice time.
All right. Bye, everyone.